Yo, what's up, YouTube? It is your boy Steve-O, the Rideshare rookie, coming back at you. All right, so we're gonna, as you see the title of this video, like I said, sorry guys, I'm gonna do a 5-series step on videos on driving in Orlando. I'm gonna try to make these videos as quick as I can. Hopefully you guys will, hopefully it can be helpful information, and it's not costing you a dime. I'm not monetized, guys. So yeah, anyway, that brings me to one more point real quick before I make this video. In my last video about goals and stuff, I forgot one important thing. When I do hit 1,000 subs and when I do get monetized, again, I did state in there I will not have a Patreon, but some of my goals though too, like whenever I do get super chats, when that stuff rolls in, because you notice in my videos I don't have my PayPal link, none of that, I don't do that stuff. But when I do get monetized and I do go live, which do owe you guys a live stream, by the way, you're not gonna see me taking super chats and keeping them for myself, right? Those will be donated to the American Cancer Society. My mom passed of cancer. A lot of family members have passed of cancer in my life, in my family, and yeah. So let me jump right into this real quick. I'm trying to make this as quickly as possible. As you guys can see by the thumbnail, that is a picture of the Orlando bum lot, as I will say. Mostly all the drivers in our Orlando group chat, we don't hang out there. We hang out at an IHOP restaurant parking lot, and we don't sit there. There's a lot of illegal activity that goes on there. The list goes on, and there's nothing there except restrooms. They're dirty. So yeah, I'm not doing it. People get in fights, just all kinds of bullshit. But that's what they do. They sit around and play. And you know what? If they want to kill time, that's fine. I'm not making this video to hate on anybody, right? So number one, because there are drivers in the group chat that do work the airport, right? And they make good money. But if you're gonna work the airport, you want to do it when the queue is low, right? Most of the drivers that I know, that I mentioned in the chat, they usually get online about between 7 8 p.m. and they'll go till 3 or 4 in the morning. The airport does surge, all right? So they do get those rides, okay? And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not hating on it. If that's their strategy on how they want to make money, that's fine. My recommendations are this: if the queue is over 125 cars, or no, I'm sorry, we'll say 160 cars, because the queue moves pretty quick actually. Yeah, work the airport, but don't eat the miles there. Set a destination to the airport, right? That's the best way, in my opinion, that you're gonna make your money. Number two, if you're in queue, right, Uber or Lyft, and I don't think Lyft does it. I don't really do a lot of Lyft, guys, and you get a short trip, it will tell you priority access. Okay, so what that means is it's going to hold your place in the queue. It's going to send you on the short trip while you wait, and then when you come back to the airport, then you'll be put back where you were. So if you're at 1 to 5, it's going to put you back at 1 to 5. Take those trips, guys. They're money. You're sitting there waiting anyway. Why not just take the trips and make the money? Now, as some of you may or may not know this that are in Orlando, but if you drive in Orlando, you probably do know this. There is a new terminal, so be cautious when you go into the airport. Make sure you know where you're going when you get that request. There's Terminal A, there's Terminal B, right? And then we got the new terminal. When you get the ride request, it will say baggage claim, or I'm sorry, baggage claim in the terminal number. I do this, guys, and this is just my recommendations. All of this is suggestions and recommendations. When I get a ride request at the airport, I will always message my rider, number one, that I'm on my way, just to communicate with them. Number two, I will always mention to them, just confirming you're at Terminal A, Claim 14, all right? Now, you guys that drive in Orlando, you know the airport is a cluster at times, right? You guys know that the terminals can be backed up, and sometimes it could take 35 to 45 minutes sometimes. I mean, I'm serious, just to get an airport ride. Or, I'm sorry, just to get into the terminal to get to your rider. Sorry, guys, I'll set my filter. A lot of drivers that come into the terminals, they like to come far right and split over left. I do try to do that too because it gets me to my rider quicker, but the only thing is you got to be careful because those people that fly through there, guys. So when you're coming into the Orlando terminals, it's all these bends, right? There's been multiple accidents. There's accidents almost every day out there. So use caution when you do that, please. The other thing is the speed limit. You guys need to watch your speed through there. It's 35 miles an hour. Yes, there might be an Orlando police car, dummy car out there right now. Doesn't mean you're not going to get caught. Which brings me, I think, to my last two things. Make sure you're picking your rider up. So you got your 2 through lanes, you got your 2 right lanes. Make sure you're picking up either in that far right lane or the second to right lane, okay? If you notice, and I'm just mentioning this mostly to the Orlando drivers that pick up at OIA, they are out there and they are finding drivers now, all right? It's not a game anymore. So make sure you're picking up. Make sure you don't pull over that blue line and go into the handicap spots either. Which brings me to my last point. You have to have your trade dress, okay? If you don't have your decals and you get caught without them, I believe it's a $250 fine for the first time offense. And you can be trespassed from the airport. So those are just a couple tips. And I think the last thing for you guys, just try to, I mean, this is pretty obvious. Try to avoid paying the tolls, right? I used to hang out at the 7-Eleven at Tradeport in McCoy and jump on the 528. I know I got a lot of viewers out there that are not in Orlando, but paying that extra toll is just not worth it. Hang out at Cimarron, you know, wait for your ride there, and then just go right in Cimarron into your terminals. But use caution at the airport, guys. My recommendation, especially, but if you're driving during the day, and I mean, I don't know, I recommend this all the time. I wouldn't wait at the bum lot, guys. I mean, unless it's absolutely slow and there's absolutely nowhere else to make money except the airport. I don't know, but at least try to set a destination there. And that's all I got for this one, guys. This is going to be Uber, Rideshare, whatever, Orlando tips number 1 or something like that. As always, check the description below for more information. Sorry. Be safe, be smart, don't be stupid. Get your advice from real drivers, not these fakes. If any of you have questions in Orlando or any other market, if I can be of any help, drop a comment below or send me an email. I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. I've done that for a lot of drivers already. I'm happy to do it, and I don't charge. I just like helping people. That's one of my things. So, all right, guys. Till next time, keep doing your thing and making that money. Peace out. Later.